Hey everybody, welcome to Bura. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the October Workplace Learning Report that Udemy just put out. Alright, welcome back. First, in this video, make sure that you like to subscribe. More subscribers to get the more content we can make. Number one reason why you subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel is to get the money-making trends before they go mainstream. Alright, so let's take a look at the Udemy stock here. So, on Veterans Day or Remembrance Day, whichever where you are here, they actually had a pretty good it's a pretty good day. It just went up here, and if you purchased at the bottom, it would have gone up, well, 8% here. Now again, let's take a look at the month here. So still down below 2.6 below the IPO. That's still, I think the IPO at 29 here, so it's still down about 8%. But nevertheless, it's not necessarily a bad thing here. But you can see here that there's a lot of action, and yesterday was actually a pretty good day. Now, let's take a look here, though, at the learning report. Now, one of the things Udemy does do is they do a lot of work to help out the industry, and they need to put out these reports because, like, we have to tell. They have to tell the instructors to actually make this stuff, right? So, you can see here that they actually break this down by country, and this is actually quite interesting. You can see that there are different, you can basically see if you want to enter in a specific market, you can go and do that here. Now, some of the bigger ones are obviously United States, Brazil is another big one, and India, right? Now, of course, India has a lot of people, but the price is usually a bit lower. Brazil, middle income country, has a lot of people and is very competitive. All the Brazilians I know are usually have multiple degrees, and they're usually really good at what they do, right? So that's just my own personal opinion, right? And then, so you can see there's other countries like the United Kingdom is also a big one, in Australia, Canada, and then South Korea. This is kind of new here, right? And then Japan here. Now, believe it or not, Japan is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what or how many people learn. They did partner with Benesse, which is one of the biggest education companies in Japan. So that's kind of interesting. Nevertheless, you can kind of see, we have test-driven development in the United Kingdom, Google Cloud Developer, data engineering, and Databricks. So basically those are, and you can see that the number is huge. So it's like they really need all those three things. So, this basically tells you, if you want to, if you are, know these things, then you should do that here, right? So you can see here that there's a lot of, there's a lot of, they basically tell you exactly, or they give you some courses here that, are good examples here. So Oracle certification, robotic process automation, and then conversations, right? So surging tech skills, right? And so you can see that Google Cloud is like number one, and then power skills, right? And so these are kind of like the soft skills, or the skills that you need that are outside of like your technical skills, or you might not even have the technical skills here, but so passive income. Okay, and I find this to be really funny because Udemy hates when instructors make passive income. They hate it so much. I can't tell you how much they hate that, but they do, and it's and I don't think it's a bad thing. Wouldn't it be great if you could just release a course and just have it make passive income for 10 years? I think that'd be amazing, but it doesn't really do that. In fact, all the times that you do make passive income, they tend to shut that down immediately. So it's kind of funny. So conversation skills. If you're a programmer, I always say that this is good. So habits, and these are kind of the things that you need in addition to what it is. So, since I'm in the space of technical tutorials here, Google Cloud, you can be good at your job, but you need good conversation skills if you want to get that promotion, right? So it's both those things. And they actually do this very well here. And so if you're a company and you need to have a course on conversation skills, you can do that here. All right. So, tops and anyway, let's look at this. So if you are into any kind of these here, or if you know how to do these, then yeah, you would go and produce a course here. And so obviously this month here, they're asking you for Google Cloud Professional Developer, right? Databricks was the second one, right? Data engineering, all right? So, So we're saying goodbye to soft skills and hello to power skills. And so this is actually really good because I tell people again and again and again that they need to be good at soft skills. And I think perhaps soft skills might have a branding issue because, you know, people don't want soft skills. I want hard results, right? So power skills. Now, you know, this just actually reminds me of something I tried earlier on Udemy, but it completely failed. And I actually put out a soft skills course. And what I might want to do is put out a power skills course, right? The ultimate or the complete power skills course, you know, I might actually do that. It's not a bad idea. So, you know, you can read this here. And again, Udemy spends millions of dollars. I think they spent $29 million on research. So what you're going to do here is like this, you're going to basically reap the rewards. Now, it's interesting because let's say I become a Google Cloud developer company. I put everything up on Udemy and it doesn't make any money, right? Well, I can just go sell all that stuff on my own website. So this is one thing where Udemy spends money to increase the entire, or you can profit off of Udemy, but not necessarily profit off of like make the profit on Udemy. So, you know, I could make something like the Linux Academy, but for Google Cloud developers, and then just sell a service and compete with Udemy, right? So, you know, it's good. It's good that they're doing this, right? And I don't know exactly what the conversations is at the high level on this kind of research here, but I'm glad that they're doing it here, okay? So they also give you an instructor spotlight here. They will also give you, you know, these recently added courses, and so you can take a look at this here. And then this is, of course, in Udemy for Business, right? And so they really want the Udemy for Business to go. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, it's high risk, high reward, and it's very high intensity calc because you have to pay those salespeople, and it can take months to close a deal, right? So, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but, you know, what someone could do is they could just literally look at this and just kind of copy this here. The other thing is like, you know, if you want to target a specific market, which is not a bad idea, by the way. So let's say you want to target Germany right here. And like perhaps you speak German, for example, and you want to do Oracle certification. Well, that's pretty good here. Now, a lot of the times here, if we look at all of these, so if you do everything in English, so like this is a topic for a different video, but doing things in a specific language is not necessarily a good thing. It doesn't actually, at least on Udemy, it doesn't make any sense because you don't see the ROI, which again, if they make the marketplace scalable, guess what, they could do that. But anyway, so, you know, if you look at the English speaking countries, so Canada, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, you know, those are all going to be in English. And Germany, you know, it's mostly English as well. And then Brazil is mostly English, right? And then if you want to hit the Spanish market, Mexico and Spain, and then there's a bunch of other places that speak Spanish as well. So like if you're going to turn it into something else, like if you're going to translate your course into something else, it's probably going to be Spanish first. French, like France, you know, make sure it's Parisian French and not Quebecois French, just because, well, it just should be Parisian French. The Quebecois French isn't that big of a market anyway. And, you know, you could, and then South Korea and Japan, you know, I do know that there are a lot of places that would that do that in both these locations here, but you can't just put it up on Udemy and expect it to work, right? Because I've done the math here and it doesn't work here. But nevertheless, I do like that Udemy does do this. Okay, so it basically shows you, and this is towards, you know, instructors as well as well, now it's a public company. So, you know, so this is the product of their $29 million of research, which is again a whole topic for a different video here, right? So Udemy again has 1,000+ employees, and you know, this person here, they probably have tons of meetings about it. Whether those meetings actually equate to more business, it's a topic for a different time, but nevertheless, you do get to see this, and if, as an instructor, it's really good. And then obviously, now where did I find this information? I found this off of my stock app on Apple, right? So that's where I found this. So, you know, it's basically talking to investors here, right? And so, you can see here that, I'm trying to promote their new instructors here, etc. Now, again, oftentimes what Udemy does to the ire of lots of current instructors, they go find another instructor. And I don't know if they put up a contract here, but I think it's probably kind of like a handshake agreement. And that handshake agreement is, well, come on our platform, you have more sales. Now, there's lots of big instructors that have come and gone that have done this, but probably most notable is Seth Godin. And, the thing is that this could have been a lot better, but, well, it's, again, the marketplace isn't scalable. I've said that again and again, and I think that's probably the biggest hurdle to massive success. Because if the marketplace isn't scalable, then, if there was a scalable market, so like, again, topic for a different video, but if there was a scalable marketplace, they'd probably have a business option too. And guess what? Companies would be able to hire employees to make better products. And eventually that's going to hurt Udemy in the long run, all right? So there you go. So this is really good. And I'm glad that Udemy does put this out here. So hopefully you learn a few things as to what Udemy is looking to do. And this is kind of a glimpse into the massive amount of money that they put into research, right? And this is kind of the kind of newsletter that they're giving here. And it's actually quite polished. This is a good infographic. Like, I mean, it's not poor. Like, I mean, if you're going to spend, multiple millions of dollars a month on employees, I would expect nothing less of this. And, Udemy has always been this really top-end professional company that does the things this way, right? And so that's basically it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let's take a look at the stock price before we go. And, well, it's pretty much where it was when I started the video, all right? So again, Udemy is not a short. And if you are going to buy it, I would just buy it and then hold it. And if it goes down, I would dollar cost average it, right? Because fundamentally, the product that they're offering is good. However, it could be a lot better, and that's why I make these videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video.